Patriots fans, we need your help. We are closing in on 1.1 thousand subscribers here on the channel. So if you love your New England Patriots, if you want more news and rumors and Patriots coverage, this is the channel for you. Subscribe for free today. And the more subscribers we get, the more content we can bring you. We can bring you even longer videos, but we need you guys to subscribe to the channel. So go ahead and hit that sub button, and we'll get started with today's show. Welcome in, New England Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. We are talking all about Patriots draft rumors on today's show. But first, we have a little bit of breaking news this afternoon as the Patriots have signed quarterback Trace McSorley in NFL free agency, according to Phil Yates of ESPN. More from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reporting it's a one-year deal for McSorley. Patriots had been looking for a mobile third QB throughout free agency. And McSorley, a very interesting move on the part of the Patriots. He did not look that great last season with 5 interceptions, no touchdowns, 6 games played, and a 1 game that he started at 54% completion percentage, 412 yards. But more than likely, you only have 2 quarterbacks active anyway, and the Patriots could obviously draft a quarterback as well. In addition, of course, what you already have with Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi. So I'm not overly concerned. Although McSorley's not that great, not a big fan of his, this is not something I think you get too upset over because I don't think McSorley's probably going to be around come September anyway. What do you think of the Trace McSorley signing? Tell me in the comments section. Type L for like. Type D for dislike. What do you think about this move? I'm not a big fan of it, obviously. Tell me what you think in the comments section. And that's how we love to interact with you guys here at Chat Sports, is by getting in those comments and get rowdy about it. Tell me how you feel. Get enthusiastic one way or the other, whether you like it or dislike it. Let us know in the comments section below. Now to the draft rumors. According to ESPN, the Patriots might not target a wide receiver early, despite the big need. You bring in JuJu, right? And we saw some of the other things that the Patriots have done at the tight end position. It seems like that's not as big of an area of need, at least in Belichick and management-wise, as maybe the rest of us would have thought. Here's more from ESPN on this. They view tight end Mike Gesicki as much as a receiver as a tight end. So their wide receiving core might not be as much of a need as a combination type tight end. They still have big plans for 2022 with second-round pick Tyquan Thornton at receiver as he joins DeVante Parker, JuJu Smith-Schuster, Kendrick Bourne, as well as Gesicki in this receiver-based discussion. You look at the statistics from these guys in 2022. JuJu last year in Kansas City playing alongside Patrick Mahomes at 78 catches for 933 yards, 3 touchdowns. DeVante Parker with 31 catches for 539 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne, 35 catches, 434 yards, and a touchdown. Then there's Tyquan Thornton, who had 22 catches for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns. So very young, lacking experience, obviously, in this receiving core. And, you know, this group, it's going to be pretty interesting, right, of how they go about from here, of who is going to step up to the plate. JuJu can't do it all. Now, you think about Mike here. Here's one thing I would keep in mind. What we've seen with the Patriots in the past, whether it was Gronk or, dare I say, Aaron Hernandez, that Belichick loves his tight ends, right, that he's used them as receivers and gone with the 12 personnel thing in the past. So I would expect more of that as well, that they'll get creative and that offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien will find ways to get everybody involved here. Jordan Reid of ESPN made a pretty interesting point that I want to bring up as far as the receiver situation goes looking at the draft. New England has shown interest in the top wideouts in this class, though it might not take one in round 1. That includes Zay Flowers out of Boston College, whom the team hosted on a top 30 visit and coached at the East-West Shrine Bowl. I've heard the Patriots are also taking a closer look at Jordan Addison from USC and Jonathan Mingo from Ole Miss. Now, the wide receiver class isn't quite as strong this year as what we've seen in the past. So maybe it makes sense to target 46 compared to round one. I was talking to a friend of mine, Keegan Renault of RPM Data, who does a lot of data analysis looking at these draft prospects. And one thing that Keegan told me was that the scouts are saying that after Jackson Smith-Njigba, there's not a whole lot of options when it comes to finding a true wide receiver one. That you go all the way down to Marvin Mims, and there's a lot of wide receiver twos in this draft. So if you don't necessarily get that home run in JSN, then you might wait and find a same caliber player later. So it does make sense when you think about it of potentially having to wait. I know that it's not the sexy move potentially of getting a receiver, not of passing on a receiver, but when you look more into this draft, it kind of makes sense. Patriot team needs, not only you have the wide receiver spot, remember you got to take care of offensive tackle, corner, got to find a running mate for Jonathan Jones out there in the corner spots. Think about the safety position, linebacker. There's a lot of things the Patriots need to take care of in a very competitive division. We know the Bills are going to be good. The Dolphins are getting better. Oh, yeah, the Jets any day now should have Aaron Rodgers. So Patriots got some work to do. Let's see what they do. One more time before we go, let me ask you again. Last question before we wrap up today's show. Should the Patriots draft a wide receiver in round one? What do you think? Y for yes, in for no. Do you think they should go at the wide receiver route, whether it's JSN or somebody else out there? Tell me what you think. Tell me in the comment section. Feel free to elaborate a little bit further if you think they should draft a receiver in the first round or not. We'll see you next time here on Patriots Today.